You list your home and boom, an offer comes in. Maybe it's within the first few days. Maybe it's even above asking. Your first reaction? Excitement, maybe relief. But then that voice creeps in. Should I wait? Could I get more? What if there's a better offer around the corner? If you're selling your home in Leamington, this is a situation you may very well face. So let's talk about it. Should you accept the first offer you receive? The answer isn't black and white, but I'll walk you through the factors that help you make the right call. I'm Linda with JUMP Realty, and I've helped many Leamington sellers navigate that exact moment, balancing speed, certainty, and value when that first offer lands. In this video, I'll break down when it makes sense to accept that offer, when you should pause, and how to read between the lines of what that offer really means. Here's the first thing you need to know. The first offer is often the best offer. That's not just a saying, it's a pattern. I've seen it again and again. Buyers who make early offers are typically serious, pre-approved, and ready to move. They've been watching the market, waiting for the right home, and they know when something is priced well. When that kind of buyer shows up early, that's a good sign. They're not tire kickers, they're ready to go. Now, does that mean you should always accept it without thinking? Of course not. You have to evaluate the offer strategically. Ask yourself, is this price close to your expectations? Are the terms reasonable? What's the deposit? Are there any red flags like long conditions or low flexibility? I help my clients look at the full picture, not just the number at the top. Sometimes an offer that's slightly below asking but firm with a clean closing, strong deposit, it's better than a higher offer that's full of conditions and uncertainty. Let's also talk about timing and momentum. When your home is fresh on the market, interest is at its peak. That first week is your strongest window. If the first offer is decent and lines up with current market value, you have negotiating power. You can counter, tighten up the terms, or even create some urgency by letting other interested buyers know there's an offer on the table. But if you decline that first offer without a clear strategy, you might find yourself sitting for weeks, especially if buyer activity slows or new listings pop up that compete with yours. Here's a real example. I listed a home in Leamington for a client last fall. We got an offer the second day, solid price, flexible closing, minimal conditions. The sellers were tempted to wait for a bidding war, but after reviewing market activity and recent sales, we decided to accept. The very next week, 2 similar homes were listed nearby, both with lower prices. Those sellers ended up waiting over a month to sell, and both got less than my client. Timing matters, and so does reading the market. But let me be clear, not every first offer is a good offer. If it's well below market value, loaded with conditions, or just doesn't feel right, I'll tell you that. My job is to help you evaluate the offer objectively. Sometimes the best move is to counter. Sometimes it's to hold off. Sometimes we use that offer to generate interest from others. The point is, we don't just react, we respond with a plan. The biggest mistake I see is when sellers chase a higher price without fully understanding the risk. They pass on a strong early offer thinking something better will come, only to end up lowering the price weeks later and settling for less. That regret? It's real, and I do everything I can to help my clients avoid it. So, should you accept the first offer on your Leamington home? It depends on the offer, the market, and your goals. But with the right agent in your corner, you'll know exactly how to make that call with clarity and confidence. If you're thinking about selling and want help reviving offers or prepping for a strong launch, give me a call. I'll help you understand buyer behavior, pricing trends, and how to respond when that first offer hits your inbox. I'm Linda Hakr with JUMP Realty, your Leamington real estate expert, and I'm here to help you sell smart and move forward with 0 second guessing. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again.